Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your November reading. I've laid out the African Tarot. I'll clarify with the Crow Tarot, and I'll finish up with a couple of Oracle cards. This reading is bracketed by two lunations, the recent lunar eclipse we just had a little bit ahead of Halloween, which is today. And it's also the new moon in Scorpio in the middle of November are the lunations that are framing this month for us. So I will look a little more specifically into those time frames. As you may know, astrology, lunations are about time. It's about our time. And tarot is a timeless tool. It is meant to serve you whenever you find it. So take that as you will. If you are enjoying the reading, please like my video. Please share this video with someone who may enjoy it. Please comment below. I enjoy your thoughts and appreciations, your feedback. And finally, subscribe to my channel. It helps me immensely. So thank you for being here today. That's the most important part of your participation, and I appreciate all that you do. I'm going to start off with the general energy for the month of November, and I've pulled the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is beautiful in that she, or this part of all of us, can detach herself from her emotions. She can objectify her experiences and the way she feels about those experiences in order to be curious about their reality. And this also is a place where you are very clear between the connection between your thoughts and your reality. So as it has been said, so you think, so you create your reality. So your words, your deeds, your thoughts are an area of your strength right now, an area of your query, what you want to know about, what you're able to write or talk about with others, conversations, dialogues, discourses, conferences, events in which presentations that you are using words to learn about the experiences of others, your own truths, your own experiences are part of what you have unique facility with at this time. You may be asked to mediate because you are a trusted and dispassionate negotiator. You can negotiate anything that is you are working on, thinking about, hammering out, is best served by continuing to gain more information in whatever way is available to you. And in your place for the moon, we have the King of Pentacles, and this is specifically describing the recent lunar eclipse energy, where you were impacted in the area of your relationships. The King of Pentacles shows the importance of security and stability, the importance of your being able to master independently your own resources so that you are managing your resources in a way that benefits you in a long-term way. You are anchored in what you have and what you're able to share. And this is absolutely as much about your generosity and your ability to be generous based on your competency and comfort with the resources you have. So you may be presenting yourself as a model of how to do something that you have done. You may be even in a position of teaching, but this is quite often teaching by modeling behavior, by doing, by example, showing through your own efforts, perhaps your own business practices. You are allowing in, mentoring others, showing others ways to create their own kind of business or financial practices for growth and abundance. In the position of the sun, or specifically the new moon in Scorpio, and new moons, the sun and the moon are joined together in the middle of November. The Justice card is very much about asking for what you have earned, receiving something that you have already invested and put effort towards. This can be an address for an unfair or imbalanced situation or relationship that you were in. This certainly can have to do with employment of any kind, a way in which you may have served an organization, an institution, and did not receive fair compensation, were unjustly treated, or hired or fired in some way that was biased. Whatever experience of injustice or unfair treatment that you've received in whatever environment, you are in a position of balancing that desire within yourself, meaning that you recognize the injustice and you can speak to it. You're no longer feeling powerless as a result of that mistreatment. You are no longer silent or feeling yourself to be a victim. Instead, you're recognizing that your ability to speak to identify, to understand and be aware of the imbalance of power that may have existed is your power. It's your power as well to unite with others who have experienced something, or for you to provide service to those who have experienced a similar kind of injustice. In the position for your presence, the High Priestess. This is absolutely beautiful because you are primarily utilizing your deep ability to reflect on your life, to reflect on your experiences. The High Priestess has everything to do with memories, knowledge, history, personal history, past lives, anything that builds up your knowledge of self. She holds that in reflection. And the moon here is a beautiful symbol of the way in which the light of awareness is reflected through her experiences. So, of course, the moon is reflected light. And this is her mastery of reflection. Twos are about our ability to reflect on our experiences, our reflection, our mirror in experiences, in our relationships as well. So here you are recognizing, pulling the thread through the narrative thread of your experiences over this life and perhaps other lives. And by other lives, I mean literally, for those of you that accept the idea of reincarnation, for those of you who have difficulty with that idea, the idea that you have many lives in this life, depending on your age, and also that through your resonance with historical, cultural figures, ancestors, relatives who have lived longer, we experience. Those experiences can reflect our own self-knowledge. They can build towards and contribute to our self-knowledge of who we are and what our path is. In other decks, the High Priestess has been called science, because intuition is considered science. In many cultures, it was not a woo-woo, frivolous thing. This was considered verifiable and a skill set that was experienced by those of great intelligence. It verifies your intelligence in a way that emotions also can verify decisions that we make, decisions we need to make. In the past, the Seven of Cups. This is you recognizing you have a lot of options, a lot of projections about things you might like to do. In many ways, the Seven of Cups projections are about some kind of address, reward, compensation for a negative experience we may have had. So there's a sense of vengeance or uh, getting back at, or even simply immediate gratification for something that was difficult or hard for you. You're aware that many of the options are not equal, they're not all beneficial, but it can be overwhelming. You can be overwhelmed in a way that is highly distracting and distractible so that it can obscure the path you're on. Sevens are always about being on your path. You're on your path. You have all the emotional competency, richness, imagination, ability to explore and discover that you need to fulfill your mission. And many of the experiences that are coming or options that are appearing before you are simply shrouding what you know is right for you, the next step on your path. And in your future, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is really about your ability to let the universe respond to the hard work that you have endured. This is, to me, a kind of elevated karma, karma 201. You've done the work. You've supported your dreams, your beliefs, your efforts, the things, your responsibilities in the best way you can without necessarily looking for an immediate or equal recompense, knowing that elevating, doing your best in any situation improves your world. Helping others improves your life. And that really fundamental spiritual understanding and value is being recognized by the universe and providing you with opportunities that you can truly build upon now. You're now in a position to receive the path, to recognize the opportunity that is going to require your consistent building. You have all the skills now. You've done it many times in many situations, but now you have the vision to do this for yourself, to build your prosperity, your stability, your security. I'm going to clarify the King of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So lovely. You have established this economic independence, this sense of cultivating and appreciating the rewards of your own garden. You've established this stability for yourself in a space that is safe for you within your own confines. And you have realized a profit or an excess that allows you to continue to invest in yourself, in others, in projects that have heart and value, long-term value for you. So this is a beautiful space of reaching, nines are always completions of your financial growth and abundance. You've reached that place and it's on your own terms. Doesn't mean you're wealthy. It doesn't mean you're poor. It means that whatever you have, your resources, you have managed and mastered the utilization and the amplification of them so that they serve you for whatever your purposes are. A beautiful place to be. The Knight of Wands is showing you that this security is allowing you now to pursue your dreams, to pursue your passions, to grow and build in all the ways that resonate with your heart and your values, your desires. And you are enthusiastic about your ability to manage and direct your resources accordingly. The Justice card is clarified by the Three of Swords and the Queen of Swords. You're continuing to process the understanding of the disappointments and failures you've experienced in your life. In fact, you are in many ways balancing out those experiences, perhaps joining with others to seek some kind of justice or recompense for that. The Queen of Swords is repeated here, so it almost shows me that if you're not a lawyer, you're certainly some kind of an organizer, someone who has the ability to educate others, to make presentations, to speak to the public, to speak to other victims of abuse, as an example, others who have experienced the kinds of disharmony or imbalance, power imbalance that you have. This can be specific to whatever role or employment or profession that you experience, so that in some ways you may be understanding better and seeking redress for an imbalance you've experienced in the past, something you always thought was a failure. And now that you've come to an appreciation of the necessity for these lessons, you're now receiving the opportunity to be repaid, to receive some kind of compensation or payback for this. The High Priestess in the present is clarified by the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Wow. If you're not writing at any level or speaking publicly, teaching, advocating, organizing, you certainly have opportunities to do so. Something you've started, some idea that you are now exploring, you are discovering some aspect of yourself, or you are bringing it to, you're opening up a door of opportunity for yourself here. You are creating a win, a victory, some kind of glory in exposing some kind of relevant truth. This truth is most likely, well, of course it's relevant to you, but it may have something to do with a new role or a new opportunity, a new offer, perhaps a new position where you can exercise your expression to illuminate this particular idea, structure, justice, awareness, or injustice that you have experienced. There is a lot of curiosity about your experiences in the past that you may be unraveling, you may be unearthing, you may be telling the story of. And this is really important to teasing out these opportunities that the world is giving to you. People want to hear your story. They want to hear your version of the truth. I hope this is resonating for you, Scorpio. I'm going to pull a Soul's Journey card, and I have pulled Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And I'm also going to pull a language of flowers for you. And I have pulled the geranium, and the key word is virility. Shake it up a little. You've got this. Ooh, I like that. I'm finally going to pull for you, Scorpio, because I always associate Scorpio with sleep in the most positive way. Sleep is where so much happens in our lives. I'm going to pull a card from the Nat Ministries Rest deck. Practices to resist grind culture. And hope that this will support you in the work that you are doing on behalf of many of us. And I pulled, I will swaddle myself in rest. I will gather myself in rest. And today, make time to care for your physical body. Wrap yourself in warmth. Notice where your body is tender or tired. Love yourself. Love your body. It does not belong to capitalism. You don't need to push, challenge, or force. Rest is your natural state. Rest is liberation. Return to you. Let rest hold you in this moment. Trust in what rest is waiting to offer you. Hold rest up like a guiding light. And this is resonating so deeply with the High Priestess energy for you, as well as justice. It just works, and I hope it's working for you. Thank you so much. Until next time. Namaste.